Okay, here's a quick look at the emini S&P for Monday, January the 30th, 2012. At emini Day Trader, we like to examine the market profiles to get a better view of what we think the condition of the market is. And you can see here, by the way, this is today's market profile. This is what occurred on Friday. So the one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. And we are still of the view that the market is likely to head higher on the intraday basis, although we certainly had a sell-off today as the market went down. We had support levels in the 98 area, 94 area, if you recall, and also a good area in around the 1307 level. So you can see the market sold off below it overnight, and had some, is where it opened here Sunday evening and went down here. Almost all of the trade in the overnight session below yesterday's or Friday's low, so good follow through to the downside there, and below the '07 level. The market in the regular trading hours opened here, had a bit of a dip very early in the session when it hit 96, did not reach our next level at 94, and then started to turn around. Basically was bought up the rest of the day. So I think coming back up above 7 here is quite bullish. I think it shows a rejection of the attempt by the sellers to really push the market lower. Just wasn't able to. Not being having a really good shot at spending quite a bit of time today below 1307 and not being able to hold it below there through the close, in my opinion, is really quite bullish. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the market rally from here. And now we would be using around 1304 as support, with the next levels up being around, well, it would all the way up to 18 actually, 18 and then 20. So we got some good room to move above the market as well. We also like to take a look at the regular market profiles, that is the market profiles from the regular trading hours only, and we also use them in our analysis. Here's our software here. You can see that we had some trades, the down red arrow, the up blue arrow. So you can see we did have a few trades here today. Obviously we don't take every one of these trades, but when the market came down here and hit 98, that was, we're expecting some lift off of there, and so this particular trade was right at 98. Very aggressive trade, and not only is it aggressive because it's really against our intraday that hadn't yet been confirmed as switching to short-term intraday down, but the market is also very pent up, a lot of pent-up energy heading into a Monday morning. So making any kind of trade in the first, 30, 45 minutes, even the first hour on Monday morning is a dicey proposition at best. And so this short here was, for that reason, was what we'd call an optional trade, and you'd only want to be, it's kind of like entering the market really just before the news, because you know it's going to be very volatile. The market did have a bit of a bounce here after the entry, and then had a good move down to the low. This long trade here that you see was set up with this up a blue arrow right here, had an entry right here at 1297. This is a pretty aggressive trade though on the long side, and only our more experienced traders actually took that trade, but it did have a very good risk to reward ratio. I mean, our risk on this trade was, I think, 5 ticks, and we knew that the market quite likely get up and at least test here, which is the earlier high of the day, and then possibly back up to 7, which was the next area that we were monitoring. So, we knew we had anywhere from a 4 to a 10 point potential on that particular trade. We did not take these short trades in here or in here. We did not get filled on the long. As you can see, the dashed blue line lasted the rest of the day. But we do think that this is quite possibly a good support area should the market dip down into there, perhaps in the overnight session or tomorrow morning. And there will be some fairly interesting news released, most notably the Case-Shiller, Chicago PMI, and consumer confidence from 9, 9:45, and 10. So market could really have a good move around at that time. And as long as it stayed above these levels overnight, we'd look to be monitoring for rejection of these levels, the support I just shown here, for opportunities to get long. If the market does turn around and come back down and hold below 4, then the next level is 1301. But I think by that time, if it were to do that, we would look for more follow-through lower, as opposed to trying to get long at 1301 at that stage of the game. So that's a little bit of a look at the market for today. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. We always enjoy hearing your questions and comments. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.